Hey everyone, Sheila here. We're gonna do some tumbling. So what I use for a tumbler is the Loratone. I have two of these, and I don't have the cover on it right now, but there is a cover that goes over this, so because this will be spinning. And there's a little fan. These are the barrels. It's a 4-pound barrel. I'll be filling that one. I have water, and that is ceramics. Those are used later, not usually on the first stage. Maybe some people do, but I don't. That's like a cushion, so they don't beat into each other and scratch up. So, I'll be starting with the 60-90. That's like finer than sand, but it's abrasive. Then in a week's time, I'll pull the barrel, check it, and then if all is good, I'll be moving on to the 120, 220. And they're just different stages of grit. There's the 500. And then I have these two. One's a polish, they're all polished, but anyway, yeah. So you can even get something lower than the 60-90 too. Depends on your material. So, let's get started, and I'll get the rocks out here and show you what to do. Alright, some of you will remember some of this I had before. These are kind of big. It's that rubyite. So I'm going to throw that in. And I'm going to throw in, which I assume is banded shirt. Not sure on that. And those are kind of big, and I prefer to have some smaller stuff in with the bigger stuff. I think that's a calcite. I'm going to throw one of those in. And I think I'll throw this piece in. That's the garnet stuff. Now the ideal is to have it 2/3 full. So I might throw a couple small rocks I have in here. I don't know if I got. Nope, not in there. It's good to have a mixture of small and big. So anyway, this needs to go on to another stage. But if it's not ready, sometimes your rocks aren't all ready at the same time, and I'll explain more of that later. So let's just throw in the grit. And for my tumbler, I have to put in 4 tablespoons. And this first stage really gets them down, wears them kind of down smoother. So they'll take off all those sharp edges, and it'll probably be noisy. Seems like it always is on the first one. And then I'll be adding some water. And ideally you add it up to the bottom of your rocks. I'm going to go add some smaller rocks to this, but I got to go downstairs and get some material. I must have hauled it all down, so I will be right back. Well, I got to find more, but I'm going to pick a couple out of here. These are some Lake Superior, and I'm trying to get it so the material's kind of like the same hardness, which rocks come in a Mohs scale. So I will pick out a couple and be right back with you. Okay, I found some smaller stuff to go in here. I had to do some digging. So, not sure what these are, to be truthful. They look like they've been kind of polished before. I know this is blue lace agate. So I want to get some smaller stuff in there. That kind of looks like an agate. We'll throw it in there. You really should have rougher stuff in this. Sorry. And throw another piece of blue. But anyway, I'll stick the lid on that and I'll tumble it for a week. And when I take it off, I'm going to rinse it off and then I'll show you guys what I do next. But yeah, that's going on the tumbler. So that was material that was laying on the floor. And I don't want too much big in there. I gotta have some smaller pieces, because if you put smaller in there, it will tumble better than just having all the same size, if that makes sense. Anyway, I hope you guys watch me go through the process of doing this if you want to learn. And by the way I learned to do this was from Michigan Rocks. Watching his videos, he really has some great videos on how to tumble with one of those tumblers, vibratory. There's all kinds of tumblers. This is just what I use to tumble, and I wish I had a bigger tumbler because there's a lot of material I would love to polish. I got so many cabs and bigger pieces, like, one of them would be that one, which is medicine bow agate. So, and those are all kind of softer rocks. Those are from Lake Michigan. I'll get into those later. So that's kind of my collection. Those are all agates in there, agates in there. Yeah. This is Youngite. That's from Wyoming. There's some hedgehog cellulite, which I really love this stuff. I got that from World of Rock Hounding. And these are all like agates from around here. Now I'll spread them out more later so you guys can see them. Piece of copper from Michigan. It's a slab. Tourmaline. There's some more. It's just in a different, it's in a matrix. Comes like in 3 colors, I believe. Anyway, I'm going to cut this off. It's long, and I'm going to be throwing out that next step soon, in a week. Bye.